Do you feel tired all the time? Your doctor told you that it might be anemia and he prescribed you the iron synthetic tablets, or maybe advised the iron infusion so that you feel better. You think that you are immediately going to feel better. But in this video, I'm going to explain why you cannot feel better and why you can actually feel worse after doing it, and what you should take into consideration before you start taking the iron supplementation. So first of all, free iron, we want to have only a certain amount of free iron in the bloodstream because it feeds bacteria. Also, iron is a metal, and like any metal, if we don't need it, it gets saved somewhere in the body. Unfortunately, it's not saved in the ferritin where you would want it. So if you flood your system with lots of iron, chances are that you might even feel nausea because you have it in the stomach, and you might have constipation. So before you start taking the supplementation, you want to look at the levels of ferritin. Is the ferritin really low? Because ferritin is actually a protein in the liver that is storing the iron. But the iron needs to be transported there by transferrin. That's why during the blood test analysis, you need to also look at the levels of transferrin. Transferrin is also a protein in the bloodstream that is carrying the free iron, because iron as a metal cannot travel freely in the water, so in the liquid, in the blood. So then it gets transported into the liver and stored in the storage ferritin. And when the body decides to create new red blood cells, every 120 days, when the old ones die, the new ones are created, then it will use this stored iron in the ferritin. You also want to look at the saturation of the transferrin. So what does that mean? So imagine this transferrin being a taxi driver, and saturation, how full, how many free irons jump into the taxi and actually want to travel. So is it jumping there? Is the car overloaded, or is it empty? So then you look where is actually the problem. And maybe if you are a vegan or vegetarian, or you don't eat the best diet on a planet, maybe you don't have enough protein, amino acids, the building blocks. So again, you need to look what is the molecular structure of the transferrin and ferritin, and which amino acids you might be lacking the building blocks. Then you need to eat the food that helps to replace it or build it. So that's about the ferritin, transferrin, and free iron. That's what you definitely want to check. And also the education, because I had a client and she told me that after the iron infusion, she felt immediately better. So this is not possible, because the red blood cells first need to die so that the new ones are going to use in the process of creation that iron from the iron infusion. It is not possible that a red blood cells that is already existing would be built from the iron that you got from the iron infusion. So sorry to say, the results of the iron infusions are really not so fast. And if you are a woman or a man who wants to truly understand how the body works by understanding the biochemical processes, I'm a science-based nutritionist, and I will happily help you to interpret your blood test and tell you what exactly you need to do to feel amazing, look amazing, boost your energy levels, get rid of the bloating, belly fat, and other health issues that you might be fighting with right now.